Hi guys, I thought I'd show you how I do my skincare and foundation every day, including contour and highlight. I do use a few products, so I will write them down in the description so you guys can go get them if you do like it. So let's get started. Okay, so first off, what you're going to use is Fix Plus from MAC. Comes like this. This is a hydrating spray for your skin. It has chamomile tea to soothe any redness, caffeine to wake up the skin. It's great to start and end your skincare and foundation regimen because you can set your makeup afterwards. So I'm just going to spray a couple sprays on my face and just kind of let it sit there for a minute. And while that sits, I'm going to use Mineral Charged Water Moisture Eye Cream from MAC. This is just obviously an eye cream. Basically what it's going to do is protect your skin from the elements underneath the eye because that is the most delicate skin on the face. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this with a 217 brush from MAC, just a tiny bit, and I'm just going to apply it right underneath my eye. Just like so. Alright, so now I'm going to use Oil Control Lotion from MAC. Comes like this. Obviously it's going to moisturize and control oil in my skin so I won't get shiny throughout the day. I do have combination skin, which you can use it obviously for combination or oily. It does moisturize enough where it's dry, but in the T-zone it's not going to over moisturize where you get shiny and oily looking. I'm going to use a 187 brush from MAC, and I'm just going to apply a little bit on my skin. I do about 2 pumps, and I'm just going to apply it all over. Just like so. So now I'm going to use Prep and Prime Natural Radiance from MAC. This is the primer I use. And I'm just going to take that same 187 and I'm just going to apply it all over again. In this also, they have the regular Prep and Prime Skin Base from MAC, but this one's good for oilier skin. So just applying it all over. Okay, cool. I'm using Prolong Concealer from MAC in NW20. This is great because it's a 15-hour wear concealer, so it's not going to fade out throughout the day. And I'm using a 217 brush, just a nice fluffy brush to give it more of an airbrushed look. So I'm taking a little bit, 1 pump. I mean, that's a lot, so I would use probably maybe a half a pump. So I'm just going to apply it right underneath my eye. And I'm doing a pretty thin layer underneath the eye because I'm still going to go back with a lighter concealer for my highlight. So I'm just basically just covering, you know, dark circles and all that. And I'm going to use the same one for any blemishes. And just kind of blend it out. So I'm applying my Studio Sculpt foundation from MAC. This is a really great foundation. It's a gel base, so it's not going to dry your skin out throughout the day. It's great for all skin types. If you have any texture to your skin, it really glides over it. And it's a dewy texture, so if you do like that, great. So I've already started applying it, but I'm just going to finish it off. And I'm just adding a little bit more in the areas where needed. Just like so. I do have freckles, so I kind of do add a little bit more in those areas. In the stippling motion with the 130 brush from MAC, it really does add a little bit more product in the areas you want. And then of course you can do the swirling motion to buff out any areas. This is a really great brush to get. It's an investment. It's going to last you a long time. Just like so. So foundation is on. So now I'm going to contour, my favorite part. I've been using the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer set from Target. I'm kind of in love with it. So that's what I've been using. I'm using the MAC 168 brush and the angled brush for my contour. Love, love, love this brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm just going to go right underneath my cheekbone, right here, right where it starts going in. So you just take it and just make a line. And it looks really harsh, no worries. You're going to buff it out. You're really just trying to get that shape in. Do a little bit on your temple. And you can buff a little bit around here. Basically the high planes of the face also, just where the sun would naturally hit you. Because you can obviously bronze with it. Like so. And I do a little bit right here, just because I do have fuller cheeks, so this kind of hides that. And I'm going to go back with with my 130 foundation brush just to buff it out, so I'm not leaving it like this. And I just pinch this brush and just go right on my nose. Just like so, just showing you one side how it does it. Okay, so now you're going to take your 130 and you're just going to blend it out now. And in those harsher spots, obviously, just kind of sit there and go little circles to buff it out even more. And then on the nose, I like to just kind of very lightly buff it out, because you still want that structure of the nose, but obviously you don't want it to look like obvious, you know, brown lines on your nose. Like so, and then just come over here. All right, cool. So now I'm going to highlight. I'm using the MAC Mineral Concealer in NW15, so it's very light. You can use the Prolong Concealer and just the lighter, but this is what I have. So you're taking it and you're just almost making a little triangle right here. It doesn't obviously have to be perfect because you're blending it out. But you're creating that highlighted little spot underneath the eye. This is basically what Kim Kardashian does. I'm gonna do a little on my chin, a tiny line down my nose. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like so. So now I'm using a sponge. This one I believe I got from TJ Maxx. I don't even know the brand. I know that Ulta sells them. MAC has a really great one. I do have that one, I just can't find it. So any of these sponges work really well. And I'm going to use the Fix Plus again with this. This just kind of gives the sponge a little moisture so it's not soaking up the product on my face. So I just kind of spray it once. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to stipple and blend it out. And when you get, you know, close up to your eye, when you can't fit this underneath, if you just take that 217 brush we used earlier, you can just kind of blend it in there so it's nice and smooth. And don't worry about down here where we're going to blend it, because that's where the blush is going to go. But we're also going to take that foundation brush again and just blend it out. And I'm just spraying with the Fix Plus every time I go to a different section, just so it doesn't pick up my product. Right there. You can do a little bit on the jaw if you want. And then on the nose, just creating that straight bridge, just like so. And then just take that 217 again and just kind of make sure the nose is nicely blended. You just don't want it to look fake, because, you know, contouring and highlight is kind of the illusion of perfection. And now I'm just taking that 130 and just kind of blending around there. Okay, so now I'm using my e.l.f. palette again. I'm using the blush. And I'm taking a 129 from MAC. This is a good blush brush to have. And I'm going to do it kind of halfway on the apple of the cheek. You don't want to go in the middle because that's what's going to give you more of that round face. So I just kind of take it on the half the apple and pull it up right in between your highlight and your contour. So think of it almost like a Neapolitan ice cream. You got your vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. You're just kind of buffing it out, just like so. Alright, so now what I'm using is my setting powder that I've been using, the Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder. I really like this. I've only been using it for like a week now. I just feel like it really sets it, and it does cancel out any redness in my skin. That's why I'm using the yellow one. And I'm using the Real Techniques brush by Samantha Chapman. This is from Ulta. I love this brush. It's very soft. So I'm just taking a little bit, and I'm just gonna set my T-zone. And jaw. And then you can do this. I'm going to today. You don't have to. I'm going to take Soft and Gentle from MAC. This is just a highlight. I'm just going to beat off that blush brush and just take a little bit. And I'm just going to pop it right on top of the cheekbone. That's just going to give me a little bit more shimmer there, or a little bit more pop. Just a little bit. Like so. And then last but not least, I'm going to take that Fix Plus again and just set my makeup. And I'm just going to take that brush again and just kind of bounce it on the skin just to make sure it works in. Think of it as a hairspray for your face. Just sets everything there, so it's going to be perfect. And that's it. So I hope you guys learned a lot. Please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at @BeHaileyCastro. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!